The new trailer for Dragon Ball DAIMA just dropped, and I am blown away. It looks incredible. I really didn't know what to expect, and I really wanted to wait and see more footage, and here we have it. We got the voice acting, we got tons of animation, we got transformations from Goku. He turns even into Super Saiyan 2 in this trailer, and it's actually really nice. We got a ton to break down here. I mean, Dragon Ball DAIMA is amping up to take over the world by storm. And I know a lot of people think this is GT 2.0. They're not really feeling it because it's kids. And I totally get that. I'm almost 40 years old. I totally understand it, but you gotta admit, a lot of the content in this trailer looks phenomenal. And there is so many new characters. We'll talk about them in a little bit as well. We'll talk about Goku's transformations. We'll talk about his quests and this adventure he's gonna be going on through the demon realm nonetheless. So this is gonna be the first time ever in Dragon Ball we're gonna explore the demon realm, and we're going to meet the Mai Kaioshin. So if you're a fan of Anime War, all of the evil gods were based on Mai Kaioshin, and here you have it, the evil Kais essentially, and in this trailer, we see the Mai Kaioshin. So this is pretty exciting for me as a creator of Anime War, although they don't look as strong as the evil gods, but I'm still pretty pumped. So first things first, we have the release date. It will be October 11th on a Friday at 10:40 Eastern Time if you're here in America. So it will be a Friday morning show for us in the US. It is a primetime slot in Japan, and they're really going to be promoting the heck out of this. They want everybody to be watching it, especially in Japan. Essentially, it's a very high profile time slot on TV. Some of the pieces that we can put together from the numerous trailers we've gotten so far, it appears that Goku and Vegeta will be sparring in the first episode, a nice little fight between the two of them, before a bunch of Kai and some other worldly villains gather the Dragon Balls and make a wish so that all of the people on Earth will become children again. And you can see that, some people are happy about it, like Bulma, but for the most part, everybody's like, what the heck? But we can see that they're all still fighting. Vegeta is fighting in this anime. Piccolo is fighting, even as a chibi. And I think what happens is Piccolo and Vegeta appear to be tagging along with Goku for a little bit in this story, but then you get these imagery here of Goku with these Kai characters and this other guy, Glorio. I'm not sure if they're Mai Kaioshin, like are they half Kais? Are they like the Universe 7 Kai? I'm not really 100% sure yet. We'll get that information, but you can see Goku alone with them. And so what that means to me is at some point, Vegeta is going to be left behind. Piccolo is probably going to be left behind. And Dragon Ball DAIMA, maybe in the second half or so, will be primarily the Goku show. Although, he does have these new comrades, and knowing Toriyama, they will have a lot of screen time, a lot of comedy, and, just a lot of fun interactions. But it does appear that we're going to have tons of action in this anime. You can obviously see that the aesthetics and the artistic design is very good. Not necessarily the best I've ever seen out of Toei, but looks clean enough. And the models that they're using are some sort of hybrid between like Shintani and Yamamuro. Let's talk about Goku's transformation real quick, because to me, this was one of the biggest highlights. I had heard a rumor that Goku was going to transform in this series, and I was a little worried that he would just have no transformation. But you can see in this footage, he goes Super Saiyan 2, not just single Super Saiyan. He goes Super Saiyan 2. You can tell by the hair and the lightning and everything. And that's pretty exciting, because if he can go Super Saiyan 2, that means he can go maybe even God or Ultra Instinct. We could potentially see an Ultra Instinct Goku at the end of this show, but maybe not. I mean, he might just be too OP. He'd just wreck everybody at that point. I mean, it seems like his Super Saiyan form from this trailer is just devastating to any enemy that crosses his path. It doesn't seem like Goku is struggling anywhere. And if you see all these new characters and like fish and stuff that are introduced, I mean, Goku is going to stomp everything. So I don't really know about a challenge. I mean, I'm excited about a lot of new characters. Obviously, there will be a challenge in the end. Who knows who the final villain of the series is yet? Probably some super powered Mai Kaioshin. But for the most part, I think Dragon Ball DAIMA is going to be a lot of character building. So, obviously there's so many new characters we'll talk about in just a second. but a lot of world building as well. You know, going into a new dimension, and that takes time to explain and explore all of those things. So I don't think it's going to be super fighting focused, but it will have plenty. I mean, you can see from the trailers, there's a lot of action. I mean, hopefully they didn't just use all the best action from the series for the trailer, but I doubt that. All right, first off, we got this dog guy. I'm not sure who he's talking to, but they have elf ears. I assume he's a villain of some sort. This guy looks like some sort of scientist villain, like he could be some sort of Dr. Garrow that has created these new ant warrior type androids or robots. This chick right here is one of the Mai Kaioshin, I believe, as well as the other one who is kneeling. They don't appear to be the leader. They appear to be taking orders from this clown guy who seems to be the real ringleader, and he appears to be like Bobby D, maybe some descendant of Bobby D or a fan of him. And there's also supposed to be Boo characters in this. See how he has this staff? I'm assuming that the Boo characters are probably his, and they're not going to be too important. I don't really feel like this guy is that strong either. I seriously doubt he's the final villain of the series unless he transforms in some way, but more than likely shrinking Goku and company isn't enough, and they're going to have to unleash some ancient evil or something like that to fight Goku in the end. So Goku's going to be joined by a crew of, I believe they're Kais. I mean, it seems like they are. This one is Pansy. You can see that she was wearing that costume that this whole time, if you're wondering who that character is. Now we know. Then we have Glorio. He seems like a more grown-up one. They're all this like bluish skin with pointy ears, which is kind of like an angel or a Kai. There's this fish villain character, which I'm sure Goku will make quick work of. This guy, I don't even know what the heck this guy is, like some sort of monkey. I mean, he's got the elf ears as well. It looks like a Teletubby. Probably not too important. This guy here is like a frog. He's flying a spaceship. Perhaps he'll join Goku and company. And maybe this is on an alien planet. It looked like Goku hit this guy in the face with his power pole. So I'm not really sure about that. But my God, there is a lot of new characters that we're probably going to get a long backstory for. So I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe that this will be 24 episodes. So that means it'll be running for 6 months. And wow, I mean, I'll take 6 months of Dragon Ball anything, geez. And simultaneously, Sparkling Zero, Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero is coming out on the same day as DAIMA. And that game is crazy hyped right now. I might even play it on the main channel. Like I might start making Dragon Ball gaming content on the Mastar channel because that game is just so hyped up right now. And it has a ranked ladder and I'm super competitive. So it'd be a great way to play with you guys and, you know, show how good of a gamer I am at the same time. So I'm actually pretty excited for it. We're getting a new 2D animated Dragon Ball that looks clean and pristine. I know a lot of people don't want the kid Goku, but it might be healthy for Dragon Ball, you know, to bring in a fresh audience and kind of regain the hype. And I don't want to trash DAIMA. I really want to watch this. I mean, after seeing this trailer, I was just like, wow, this is the first time I've really wanted to watch DAIMA. I was intrigued by the trailers and everything, but this really looks crispy. I mean, it's obviously going to be enjoyable. You can tell that they put a crazy amount of work into this, and it's also Toriyama's last work. And if you're any kind of Dragon Ball fan, I mean, you got to watch it just for that fact alone. The creator himself, you know, this is his final work, and then he passed away, so you know that Toei is going to do it the justice it deserves. I didn't really see anything wrong with this trailer. Like, there wasn't any poor CG, there wasn't any really bad animation or anything super off model, except some of the giant head photos, but, well, you know, that's going to happen with any kind of chibi anime stuff. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, but honestly, it's only a month away. 1 month away, new Dragon Ball anime. I'm pumped. What about you guys? Let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you on the next one.